Hi friends, today we have come down to the Alton Towers Resort again and I am so happy to be here. It's incredible. It has actually been months since I've been here just because of other things coming up and other things on the channel, other places to be. We've also been to Orlando, so yeah, it's absolutely awesome to be back here and I absolutely love Scarefest. It's one of my favourite times of year, so really happy to be here. We've got a full lineup today, which I cannot wait to get on. So we've got new mazes as well. So the Compound maze, I cannot wait to give this a go. This needs to be the new Sanctuary maze for me. This needs to be the ultimate maze. I'm so excited for it. I cannot wait. I've not looked at any reviews, any spoilers, absolutely nothing. Just the video that Alton Towers marketing put out themselves. So really excited to go and give that one a go. We've also got the Skin Snatchers maze back as well, and the Attic, which is my old favourite maze. Still is my favourite maze to date, so we'll see if the Compound can steal that away. But yeah, so we've got the Attic as well to do. Then we've got 2 family mazes to get in as well, which I'm looking forward to. I'm calling them mazes when I'm back in the UK. When I'm in the US, I call them houses. So either or, houses, mazes, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, so we've got 2 family houses to get into as well, which I'm looking forward to. I can see all the awesome decorations are all out as well. The ones that we know and love, and then we've also got a new hearse this year. I think the hearse was missing last year, but it looks like they've redone it, put the new characters in it, and there's a brand new hearse on the on Tower Street for this year as well, which is great to see. Absolutely love it. And then we're also going to try and get some dark rides in, get some night rides in as well. So I'm not sure how this is going to go because it's looking fairly busy, so we'll see how the queues are for the mazes, see how the queues are for the rides. I think Nemesis is a must for today, and I also think Wicker Man is a must in the dark as well.
There you go.
So, yeah, I'm shaking them.
I know. Cold. Really cold today. Hello. Oh, I've got cake in my bag.
Get the cake out.
We just need to decide which cake you want.
What cakes have you got?
There was a Halloween-themed cake.
Oh, look at us on the bin like we're at Disney.
Except it's not clean.
It's not as clean, unfortunately.
Sorry, Alton Towers.
Bit of a shame.
But it's not clean.
Oh, that's nice.
Little ghost cupcake.
Little ghosty cupcake.
And then a salted caramel muffin. So decide which one you would prefer.
Salted caramel muffin, please.
I thought you might say that. There you
Oh,
go.
there's no ghost on the top of that.
No.
Mine's ghostless.
Shooting at us.
Somebody's shooting at us. Again, that is a reference that will come up in one of our vlogs, actually. It won't have come up by the time this Scarefest one goes out.
No, it won't. So stay tuned if you want to know what that's about.
Somebody's shooting at us. It's so funny. Sorry, just laughing away to ourselves.
Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah.
So just having a look at show times for today then. So there's quite a lot on. So Patch's Trick or Treat Party is our 3 times. Phil's Halloween Dance Party, Alton Ancestors Final Haunt, and then you've got Simbin Ice and Fire. So I think Alton Ancestors and Simbin are returning shows, and these 2 I think are the ones with the new characters in for this year. So I'm actually quite looking forward to seeing them, seeing what happens, and yeah, just seeing how those kind of new characters are introduced to us. So I think what we're going to do is probably try and hit up some of the earlier showings of the firstly the Freaky Friends shows, and then take it from there and just see what else we can get in around our times for mazes and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's the plan. So we'll probably head down here for about 1:15 and maybe try and see that first show, maybe get some food and play that way, I think.
I also need to find some time to head into the shops today, as this guy here has got his own souvenir piece. He's got his, oh, there's a fly on a wasp on the bit. He's got his own souvenir piece, he's got his own little statue, so I want to go and see if they've got any more left of these, because I'm really tempted to take one home as part of our Halloween decorations and collection. So yeah, we're on the hunt for this guy today, right here. So that's it, I cannot wait any longer. We are heading to Hex for the first ride of the day. I cannot wait, I'm so excited to give this a go. Matt has already done it. He did it on the VIP event that he went to. So, and I wasn't able to come, which is such a shame. But sometimes work calls. So yeah, so I can't wait any longer. I need to go and see what it's all about. I need to go and see what these new effects and stuff are that are in here. I need to go and experience it myself. So first ride today is going to be how exciting. Can't wait. I've heard a lot, but again, I've tried to stay spoiler free. And as much as I edited Matt's video, I have avoided any spoilers on this, and I've not let him talk about it. So now I need to ride it so that we can talk about it. So yeah, I'm going to head to the queue. There is a bit of a queue for it, so yeah, there is a bit of a queue for it, but it shouldn't take too long because it takes quite a few people in at a time, so I don't reckon it'll be much of a queue. But yeah, I'm excited to get back on Hex. Spin all the way around. Woo, there it is. Yeah, so we'll head on and we'll see what it's like. It's cool.
It's cool, isn't it?
It's good to be back in here.
You miss the smell?
Yeah, I love the smell as well. You shouldn't really like this smell, but I do like this smell.
So Hex is all done. So what did you think?
Oh, that was excellent, wasn't it? I absolutely loved that.
Really good.
Yeah, there's no like operational changes really to it. It's the same as what you've ridden before, but all the extra lighting that's all been put in there and stuff, the extra effects are really, really good. I really, really liked it. I think it's just nice to kind of bring it up to date with like the lighting and things like that. So I don't think there's any issues with that. I think it's really good. I liked the way, like, there's going to be spoilers now. I'm going to talk about it a little bit. So if you don't want to hear it, then just skip forward a little bit. But yeah, I love that, like, even in the pre-show, there was like atmospheric lighting when the lightning went off. That was really good. Just kind of made you feel a bit more like it was happening around you. And then you went into the main room and all the lighting in there is loads better. It's all been updated. It just, I don't know, it just feels like a bit more of a show-stopping ride now. Because my opinion on Hex is that it should be a show-stopping ride and it should be full of effects. It should make you go in there and it should make you be like, oh my God, look at that happening, look at that happening. You should literally be showcasing how good you are with lighting and what you can do with effects and how you can make, you know, how you can immerse guests with simple effects, is my opinion. And I feel like with lighting, they've definitely ticked that box with that, because it just kind of, all the lights going off in time where they should be and all that, and the sparks go off as well, because obviously the generator's gone funny because the old lady's there. Yeah, it's really good. It's really, really good. I think it's excellent. And I think it's a really nice way to like kind of update a ride and bring a ride up to date and kind of make it a bit more
modern.
Yeah, that's it. Just modernise it a little bit. I've always loved Hex, but I've always felt that it's got something missing. That it's a little bit. It's just a little bit kind of like, this could be better. And now I feel like it is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
So they've kind of filled that void there that I've always had with Hex. My thought process with Hex has always been, why is this main room not a show-stopping room? And now it looks like someone cares about it.
Yeah.
So I love it. Excellent.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I did.
And I'm glad that he had pretty much all the same thoughts as me, and that my assumption that he was going to really enjoy it was correct. So yeah, an excellent addition. Really nice to just have a dark ride back at the park as well, I think. That's definitely one thing that we love, and I feel like previous years, pre-cursory opening and everything like that, was maybe lacking a little bit for us. So it's really good to have that back and to have it to such a high standard, I think. Anyway.
So we've come into Towers Trading, which is the main shop here on Tower Street, and we found the Halloween Scarefest stuff. Oh, look.
They're cute. And now I want them all.
I can't buy all these.
No, because it's not even all of them, is it?
They're cool, aren't they?
They are cool.
Yeah, they're cool.
They're very cool. There they all are, look.
A backpack.
I saw somebody with that backpack the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's too busy for me. Although it's got those heads on that we saw on Tower Street, look. It's all the heads, the ride heads. It's cool, isn't it?
It's cool.
It is cool, it's too busy for me. Let's have a look what the clothing's like. It's nice. It's a sign from the front, nothing on the back. And this one, it's like a bit like a Spirit jersey kind of thing.
A little bit.
It's quite nice.
On the back?
I like the colours, nothing on the back.
Oh.
That's a missed opportunity. Let's get it. Quite nice. How much do these retail for? 45. 45.
Amigos in the Afterlife.
Amigos.
They've got some adult ones of those over there as well.
Another top here. Scarefest on
Sweatshirt.
it. Yeah.
That's quite nice.
Sweatshirt, yeah. I just call everything a top.
Yeah, everything's top to you, isn't it?
to me, yeah. But this one has got something on the back. It has got what I've just suggested on the back.
So do that on the green one as well.
Yeah. So it's on these ones. I didn't see this before. I just said what I just said. But yeah, there we go. That one is, how much is that?
Guessing it's the same?
No, it's more expensive because you've got bits on the back. You've got extra bits to pay for. Oh, here we go. Hola.
Hola.
Hola. Buenos dias.
Good morning. Good day.
Good day. Nothing on the back. Nice t-shirt then. If you enjoyed the attraction, you might want a t-shirt for it.
You might.
I love that we're like, you might. You might enjoy it. But yeah, there you go. Oh, and there's little pins for them as well. And there's a pen.
Pins.
Pen.
Pens.
Pens. Pauline's pens.
Pauline's pens.
Pauline's pens, if you know the reference. Well done. Put it in the comments if you know the reference.
I should be in an office somewhere with pens. With Amigos in the Afterlife pens.
Surrounded by pens. Pens. If you know the reference, drop it in the comment. I'll put them all back now, sorry. Pens back. Gloves.
They're quite nice. They're mittens.
They are mittens. Mittens. I was going to say nothing says Alton Towers on them.
It's right there.
It's right there. It feels like a piece of paper that comes off anyway. Well, no, I don't think it's supposed to.
No, it's a label.
Oh, so it comes off?
No, it's supposed to stay there.
Oh, okay.
Water bottles with the
Drink vessels.
friends on. Can't remember what they're called. Freaky friends.
Freaky friends. Drink vessel with hidden straw.
Oh, fancy.
It's nice. Found it.
I really want one.
Here it is. This is what I've been looking for. Well, I say what I've been looking for, like I've looked. It's the first shop I've walked into. Here it is.
It's right there.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it lovely? It's obviously the Smiler one.
I really want one.
I'm getting one. 100%. I'm getting one to go with our Halloween stuff.
Oh.
Definitely getting one. I feel like it might be a trial because it's only this one you can get. It's only the Smiler version you can get. I really want the Wicker Man one with the horns.
They've got the mug of that over there.
But they don't do that. It's just this one. But I think it is going to have to come home. But yeah, it's cool, isn't it? It's just a little ornament. Look, the feet
cool.
on it. It's just a little ornament. It'll just go nice with our Halloween stuff, I think.
Is it a, I can't think what the word I'm looking for is.
I can't help you.
Resin.
It feels like China.
Okay.
China the right word? Feel it, with your other hand.
I don't think that feels like China.
Oh, is it resin then?
I think it's resin.
Oh, it's resin. I know, it feels like those, I feel like if I drop it, it'll break.
I don't want to try it.
Nor do I. It's not I think it's resin. I think I had a moment there. I think it's resin.
China.
Yeah, I didn't mean China. Ignore me. Ignore. That didn't happen. Mugs.
I quite like that one.
Oh, so these are the mugs of the heads.
Yeah. Although I think the 13 one has.
No, the 13 one's like a wraith, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not the mugs of the heads, but these ones are. 13 isn't.
£15 each, the mugs. What's on the other side of it?
Oh, I like that. Halloween. That's nice.
That's nice,
I
actually.
like that design. Yeah, some good stuff here, I think. We haven't missed anything, have we? Anything significant?
I think you'd look good in one of the hats. Because you really suit hats, but
Do I?
yes.
What, cap or like an actual
No,
hat?
like an actual beanie.
Like that thing?
Yeah. That exact one is the one that I'm talking about.
It probably won't fit you. You need two stitched together.
Yeah, I actually would. They look really stupid when I put them on.
Stitch them together. Shove it on. £12 hat.
That's not bad.
I do actually quite like the hat, if I'm honest.
I think you'd suit it. They seem to have plenty.
There seem to be lots of them, so they seem to be fine. So we'll pick one of these up before we go. This is not a toy.
Yeah, Rob.
Don't play with it.
That's actually quite nice. I do like that too. So we've headed down to the lawns. We're going to go and watch the first show of Patch's Trick or Treat Party. The reason we've come down to watch this is because it's the first year with the new Freaky Friends. So, and I guess this is the first show that's going to introduce them. So we want to go and see what they're like basically and see how they're kind of introduced into the lineup here at Alton Towers. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Oh, you're talking to me, sorry, I was somewhere else then. I absolutely am because I love like a themed character. I love it, I love it, I love it. And they don't do any kind of parade or any kind of like meet and greets here. So we've got no chance of like lining up for a photo with them and like having a photo or having a small interaction. So this is the closest I can get to these characters. So we're going to watch this show.
And we're also going to get some churros because I'm a little bit peckish and
Very happy. What's the matter, Gretel? Do you not like Halloween? Come Come on, Gretel!
I have to ask why the zombie one is a really bad rummy. I've got to ask that question. If anybody can tell me, let me know in the comments. It's like somebody doing it when you're from, if anybody's from Birmingham that watches yours, it's like when somebody says, the only word they can try and say is Birmingham at you in a really bad Birmingham accent. That's what it sounds like. Or like the first series of Peaky Blinders. So we've got churros anyway, which but we've got Nutella with them, so I think you should try them.
Look at all that.
The guy that served me was very friendly and also let me know that they're vegan as well. So if you are vegan, you can eat the churros at Scarefest.
What was this?
So we're getting an explanation as to who Zombie Bob is.
Dead for the party. And I'm now a single tumor being dead.
That was a really cool show, really cute little show. Love the characters, love the character shows like that. They're so good. I love them no matter what parks I go to. I do love a character show like that. I think I just get really invested in the artistry behind the costume that they're wearing and stuff. I just think it's really cool. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. The dancers were excellent, really on point. The choreography, really good, really enjoyed it. Yeah, mainly aimed at kids, to be quite honest, but as an adult, there are other parts of those kind of shows that you can enjoy. So yeah, it was fun. I really liked it. It's a good little addition, I think, to Scarefest, especially the family offering that they've got here.
Yeah, I totally agree. It was really fun. It was nice to get to meet the new characters. Questionable accents, but we'll let it go. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Really good, kind of fun family show. So if you have got kids, even if you haven't got kids, it's just a bit of fun, really, isn't it? And yeah, good to get back there. And yeah, good to get some like character shows and stuff back at the resort. Would be fantastic if we got to see them a little bit more. I know those ones are Halloween characters, but it would be nice to see some more of the Alton Towers family of characters out doing stuff more often, I think.
Do ignore local reports of hearing a little girl playing in the grounds of the house.
Oh, let's go.
Paranormal activity has interrupted your tour.
Oh, I have to say that the picnic scene looking a bit like that in the queue is such a shame, because I loved that when it first opened
Me too.
last year. And I don't feel like we've tidied it up and we've gardened and we've kept on top of it, which is a bit of a shame, because now you can barely even see it's there. But that picnic scene was awesome when it first opened, and now it's just a bit like it's been forgotten. That's a shame, that is. Absolutely love the Curse at Alton Manor. Every time I come, I have to do it. Absolutely adore it. It throws out such Haunted Mansion vibes at me. It's great, but it's got its own Alton Towers charm on it, which I absolutely adore. So I ride it every time I come now, multiple times. If we've got time, we're on it. Absolutely love it.
It's probably our most ridden ride here this season.
It probably is. It probably is.
Between that and Nemesis Reborn,
Yeah, I think it is.
I think Curse takes it though. I think we've ridden that more than anything else this season.
It's because I love the dark. I
Where
absolutely.
do ghosts go to buy stamps?
The Ghost Office.
A ghost of it.
That was terrible!
Oh, it's like them two from Muppets Christmas Carol, yeah. That was terrible. I loved it. Yeah.
It was dark. We're suckers for a dark ride, is what we were saying.
Absolutely love a dark ride, and if you can do it well, and you can get a nice story behind it, and you can really get behind that.
We'll ride that more than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not when we go to Disneyland and Paris or whatever, like, we must ride Phantom Manor multiple times.
Oh yeah.
No, like, I can't tell you how much I love it.
Me too.
Ah,
And every time,
great.
with all three of those rides that we just mentioned, I find something new.
yeah.
I just didn't know as well.
Yeah,
But now I
so
can't remember
much
what it was. So yeah, we're going to head down to the lawns now because we're going to go and watch Phil's Halloween dance party and check that out. And then that's both of the new Freaky Friends shows watched and ticked off. Tick. Check.
So we are heading into the mazes today. The one behind me in the conference centre is Daz Games Panic Reloaded. So it's reloaded for this year. I don't really know what reloaded means or what that means for the maze, but we'll see. Now the thing with this one is it's not really a maze, and I don't really think it's a scare maze, if I'm being completely honest. It's more of a game that you play with scare actors inside. So I think it got mixed reviews last year. I think I liked it to a point, but it wasn't really a scare maze. I didn't find it scary. So we'll see what they've done this year to maybe change or improve it and make it better. I say it's in the conference centre, that sounds awful. It is a themed conference centre. They have rethemed the conference centre to a degree to get this attraction in. It's a very interesting attraction and it's very innovative. I'll give Alton Towers that. It's definitely something that I don't think anyone has really done before. And the technology in there is awesome, really good. So looking forward to getting back in there tonight. I think we'll probably head in there. We've got to do all the mazes in the evening. So we'll probably go and do the family-friendly ones first. Then we'll start with Daz Games Panic, and then we'll head to the other ones, and we'll probably finish on the compound because the compound is the one. It's the one this year. It's the one that I've been looking forward to. It's the one that I'm hoping is going to blow me away and is going to be absolutely awesome. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. The other ones, we've got the Attic, which is a returning maze from previous years, and we've also got Tiny's Revenge as well, which is another returning maze. That's the Altonville Mine, I can never remember the name. Altonville Mine Tours, Tiny's Revenge. That's a returning maze as well. So those two, the Attic and Tiny's Revenge, we've done those ones before. So it might be nice to see if there's any updates to them, if they've changed in any way. So we'll see. But the compound is the one that I am. To be honest with you, I think it's the one that everyone is excited for. Any Alton Towers fan or Scarefest fan, I think the compound is the one that everyone is looking forward to, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, so I think we'll head to the family mazes and then we'll get Daz Games Panic done. And then once they're done, we'll do the other two and then we'll finish with the compound, just because, you know, finale and all that.
Yeah, so Daz Games Panic Reloaded, I'm interested to see what that's about. Because if I'm totally honest, I didn't enjoy it last year. I was in there, I failed, I couldn't find my thing. Then I found out afterwards that my one was like the hardest one to find, and no one ever gets it. So yeah, wasn't my favourite. So I'm interested to see what they've done with it this year. I'm interested to see if it's any more themed, because last year I felt like it was lacking on that a little bit. So we'll see when we get in there and yeah, just see what it's like. So basically, last year it was a room that was filled with all of the tags that you have to go and find, scare actors like Rob said, and then basically just a lot of Harris fencing, because I suppose it's supposed to be like you're in a game, it's a computer, it's a virus, etc, etc. So I'm interested to see what they've done with it this year and if there's any changes to that or if it's kind of the same setup. A lot of people did love it, a lot of dazzlers, I think they're referred to as.
Yeah, that's what
they are, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like Lady Gaga and Little Monsters.
Little Monsters, yeah.
Yeah, Dazzlers.
Or
yeah,
Swifties,
yeah.
Dazzlers.
Yeah. I'd forgotten about that, yeah.
I think a lot of dazzlers loved it. I have to do the air quotes because I feel stupid calling them dazzlers. I think a lot of them loved it. I think that it brought a lot of them to the resort, people that potentially wouldn't normally visit for Scarefest. So that was quite interesting. However, from a theming point of view and a kind of theme park point of view, I'm interested to see what they've done with it. But I think we're going to start our mazes when we get around to them with Amigos in the Afterlife, which is brand new for this year. It's a family-friendly maze, I think. That's what I'm expecting from it. It's in the old Dungeons building, and Trick or Treat Town, which we've done before. I really enjoy. It's cute. It's kind of like Death's Door at Thorpe Park, but family friendly. So yeah, I think that's where we're going to start our evening.
You know the drama is never ending. Don't let it get the best of you. And all the fake friends just keep pretending. That's how the little things get you. Paralyzing every pore. Oh, you feel it taking over you. To the center of your core.
So we made it over to the Attic. Now the Attic takes place here in the attic of the towers, which is so cool. So just looking down there, there's usually a sign above where the steps go up. There's usually a sign there that says the Attic. That's missing this year, but I love that the costumes come all the way out. She looks like she's got like a maid's, I don't know if you can see that. She looks like she's got a maid's costume on. That's so cool. So yeah, so keeping on theme with the costumes and stuff coming all the way out. Yeah, the attic is up in there, which is really cool, which I love. So the compound looks absolutely awesome. The theming outside and stuff looks really good. So this house is in a purpose-built building that they've built this year down the back of like where the monorail is, in the back of the Curse of Alton Manor. I can't wait to get in there and see what it's like. But
I'm really excited for it.
The newness of it, the freshness of it is
Yeah.
just exciting. But it looks good. It looks good. It's got a really good build-up, I think, outside.
New maze and new story as well, which is always exciting.
Yeah, new maze, new story. Looks excellent. So really excited to get in there. Really on theme with this IP that Alton Towers seems to be pushing, their Phalanx Nemesis theme. So it's on brand with that IP, which again I love because it's their own IP. It's unique to Alton Towers. Nobody else can do it. So yeah, it's amazing. It's so good. So I think the one thing that I would absolutely love to see in the future is some photo opportunities. Would be great. Some photo ops. So even if it's like having a photo with Patch, the pumpkin, or having a photo with Greta, the witch. Gretel, the witch. Having a photo with her, things like that, with a nice background all set up. That'd be awesome. The other, like up here, you could have a photo opportunity with a Phalanx guard. You can stand there and do poses with a Phalanx guard. That'd be really good. I'd really enjoy doing that. Or maybe like the Doctor, have the Doctor back with a nice background all set up like that so it looks like a really good photo. I think that'd be awesome.
Me too.
And I'm a bit gutted. We've been down there twice and Emily's big giant doll we had a photo with last year wasn't there today. So we haven't seen her. Really want an updated photo with the doll.
So we have made our way up to, or we are making our way up to, the two family mazes that are up near the old dungeons. We're going to start off here. We've got 6 mazes in total to get done today. Really, really looking forward to it. We've got loads to get done. Looking at ride times at the moment, they are quite high. So we're going to prioritise the mazes over the rides because obviously we're here for Scarefest. Although from experience at Scarefest, usually rides tend to die down towards the end of the night. So I'm hoping we might get at least 1 or 2 in. As a night ride. However, mazes are taking priority. So we've got Amigos in the Afterlife to do, we've got Trick or Treat Town, sponsored by Haribo, and we've also got Taz Games Panic Reloaded, The Attic, Oliver Mind Tour's Tiny's Revenge, and The Compound. The Compound is the one that I'm most excited about. I'm really, really looking forward to that one. That one is all themed around the Phalanx and Nemesis and all that kind of stuff. So right up our street, as it's one of our favourite rides. Everybody that I've seen on social media that's been talking about it said that's their favourite one this year. So yeah, really looking forward to it. Loads to get on with, so let's go. So we made our way up to Amigos in the Afterlife. What are your thoughts on it? Are you looking forward to it?
I am actually, because it's another family style maze. They used to just have one, which was the Trick or Treat Town, where you just go around and get free sweets and stuff, which is cool. And that wasn't, we did that last year, I think, and that wasn't scary at all. That was just kind of like, just a bit silly, wasn't it? And they clearly need some more family style attractions, which is why they've now added this one, because it is billed as a family maze, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they're clearly trying to add to that kind of family and bring more family to Scarefest rather than scares and stuff. I don't think it'll be scary at all. I think it'll just be silly, funny, and just like a bit of tongue-in-cheek fun with it, because this theme is not scary anyway, is it? It's not is it Mexican?
It's Latin American.
Latin American, yeah. So
I think it's predominantly Mexico.
It's not, I gather from obviously watching a certain Disney film that it's not about scares and things like that in these kind of things. I think it's kind of seen as like a happy place. So I believe that that's why they've done this maze and made it family, because it's deemed as a happy place. So, and I love this theme, and it's based on one of my favourite Disney films. So it's all good. It's all good. I'm not expecting it to be scary, am I? No, not at all. I think it'll just be silly. There might be the odd little jump here and there, maybe, but I think we potentially it's not aimed at us anyway, and it's not aimed at our demographic, so I feel like we're just going to walk straight through it. But it might be nice to go and see what they've done with it, what the theming is, what the story is inside it, and just, you know, what the whole theme of the thing is. So I think that'll be interesting. I think I'll be more interested in that than anything else.
5.
Oh, did I touch my mic? Yeah, I think I'll be more interested in seeing the theme of it and what they've done with it and how they've done it. So yeah, I am looking forward to it.
Should we go check it out then?
Yeah, let's go. So Trick or Treat Town, always fun, really enjoyed it. I'm not the target audience at all, but it was a good laugh. I really enjoyed it in there. I think the actors in there, the staff in there are really good. They really get into their characters and just go with it, so it's really cool. I think it's amazing for kids to go in there, like knock on the doors and stuff. I can see where kind of the scare element would come in there for kids. Obviously, well, I say there was no scare element for me, but I jumped twice. One guy opened the door and he opened it so abruptly with such a bang, I was like, jumped out of my skin. So actually, weirdly, my first 2 scares have been in Trick or Treat Town. So yeah, that was weird, but yeah, I really enjoy it. I think it's loads of fun, and it's cool that you walk out with a little bag of like Haribo at the end of it and all that kind of thing. So I actually applaud Alton Towers for this. I think it's a really good idea. It's a really good concept. I think it could be built on just a little bit more in the coming years, but I think for a concept, for an idea, I actually think it's really good. I actually really enjoy it.
Don't mind me, I'm just eating my Haribo. Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth, it was really fun. We're definitely not the target audience for it, but I think if you can appreciate what it is, then you'll still have a good time. Yeah, I haven't really got much else to say, you kind of said everything. I think if you're paying as an adult, if you're only paying for that and you haven't got kids with you, potentially you won't see the value in that. But I think that if you are coming as part of a group, or you buy the ticket package that we did, which includes everything at the event, then I think it's worth doing. It's a bit of a laugh. I probably wouldn't pay to do that alone. Last year I did think it was quite expensive when we did that, but yeah, it came as part of the package, so if you've got it included, then you might as well.
So the big one, this is what I want to talk about, Amigos in the Afterlife. Where do I start with this one? So this is a new maze for this year. It's taken over the building where the Alton Towers Dungeons is, not sure. Interesting. I kind of liked it. Okay, now I'm not the demographic for this at all. That was nowhere at all aimed at me. Not a chance. And if you told me it was, I wouldn't believe you. But I actually think it was quite good. So it was very much like the dungeons, the way it was set up. So looking at it, it looks to me like they've used the same rooms, just removed all the theming from the dungeons and added the theming for Amigos. It was very much aimed at children. Find me this, find me the key, find me these ingredients, find me this. Very interactive. So if you don't like interactive stuff, probably not for you. And I don't, which is funny that I say I don't, because I don't like interactive stuff. Yet when it got to like a wrestling portion of it, or I don't want to ruin it, but we got to a wrestling bit, of course I got picked. Of course I got picked out. Why? You've got a room full of kids, a room full of dads. Who does he pick? The single gay man at the back of the room. Why? With no kids. Why? Anyway, I did it, of course I did. Had the Mickey taken out of me, obviously. But that's fine, that's fine. It was a good laugh, it was funny. I think it would have been funny for the kids if he picked a dad. I don't think he realised he hadn't picked a dad, but yeah, because that's clearly, I must look like a dad. So thanks for that. But yeah, so I kind of enjoyed it. It was very much aimed at kids. Would I do it again? Absolutely not. If I had kids, would I do it again? Absolutely. So it's very much aimed at kids. So I would say for the demographic it's aimed at, it's perfect. But it's not for me, and it was never aimed at me. I just went in there to look at the theming. Theming, actually, pretty good. I'm actually impressed. I was worried it was going to be all black walls and kind of a bit of a rush job. And I'm really sorry to say that, but I was worried it was going to be that, and it was not that at all. Not at all. I actually think it was really good. I actually picked out on that as I was walking around going, the theming here is actually really good. Makeup was good, costumes were good, entertainers in there, exceptional. So yeah, I actually liked it. And I actually would say if you've got kids, absolutely go ahead and do a family maze like that, because it's loads and loads of fun.
I was not a fan. I don't know what it was. There was just something about it that I didn't particularly enjoy. It was very, I can totally see the kind of family side of it. I thought it was quite interesting. It wasn't what I was expecting, as in I wasn't expecting to go into all the different rooms and have like different sections of the story like that. So from that perspective, I could appreciate it. I could appreciate some of the effects and stuff that were in there. There was just something, and it might be British people telling a cultural story in British accents or trying to put an accent on. I don't know. There was just something about it that made me go, I'm not enjoying this. This isn't for me. That's probably just a me thing. And I think that if you've got kids or you come in as a family or a big group, then absolutely go and experience it. And again, if you bought the ticket that we have, then it's included, so go and try it. For me, it just didn't, there was something that wasn't quite right with it, and it just made me go, not really enjoying this. And there was one point where I was in there where, if I'm totally honest, I did go, are we nearly done yet? And then we got into the last scene and I was like, I know this from the dungeons, I know this is the last room, thank God for that. But everybody's experience is going to be different. Everybody has different priorities when they come to parks and stuff. So yeah, definitely, if you've got it included, go and check it out. If you come with kids, go and check it out. Probably not one for adults if you're here as a group of adults or as a couple or whatever, or on your own. But other people might think differently. So if you do think different, let me know in the comments. If you agree, also let me know in the comments.
So exactly what Matt said there, I agree. That is not what I was expecting at all. I was not expecting it like that. I don't know why, because it's in the Dungeons building. I don't know, but I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, the way they move you around the rooms, things like that, it was very, very dungeony, the way they did it. It's kind of like a Amigos themed dungeon, I guess, with all like the stuff that they get you to do and whatever. So yeah, wasn't expecting it at all. So up next then, the night is starting to draw in, and we are going to head for Daz Games Panic Reloaded. Okay, so it was okay. I think the instructions we got from the team member when we first got in weren't good, because some people ahead of the group went straight in. So I think they actually walked into the previous game, which is a bit awkward. Some people started to walk in, and I stopped and I was like, no, I'm sure there's a pre-show. So I waited, and eventually everyone was very confused in the pre-show room, and then eventually the staff member spoke up and was like, no, wait. But by then, I'd say a good 10 people or so had already gone in. So they'd obviously walked into a previous game. So that was all very confusing with what was going on there. I don't think the instructions were quite clear as what they could have been or what they should have been. And then the pre-show was quite good. It was very similar to last year's. I can't remember for the life of me whether during the pre-show, whether actors came out into those cages and scared you. Oh, sorry, I just ruined it. Never mind. But yeah, in this one, it gets to a point, if you're not in the right place in the pre-show, you won't even see it or notice it. You just hear people scream. But there's like these cages set up, and scare actors jump out in these cages at certain points in the pre-show, which was pretty good. I quite like that. But again, if you're not in that vicinity, you won't see it. But if I'm being brutally honest, I didn't notice a difference between this year's game and last year's game. Like, I wouldn't know if it was, it literally felt like deja vu from last year. Once we got in there, it didn't really feel like anything was that different apart from the pre-show. And then you got in, and then I had a ghost and a heart. So my symbols I had to find were a ghost and a heart. I found the ghost, and it would not work for me. I was tapping it with my little wristband that you get. I was tapping my wristband on it, and it was having none of it. It just sat there white. And I don't think there's another ghost shape in there. I don't think I got the wrong ghost shape. I literally don't think the panel worked, if I'm being completely honest, which was rubbish, because then I was walking around going, well, I've got the right one, I've got the wrong one, and walking around trying to find another one, and my time was ticking down. I was getting really, really annoyed, so I was like, it's a ghost show. I went back 3 times and tapped it, and it did not change. So I'm confused as to whether is there 2 ghost shapes and I've got the wrong one, I've not looked at the symbol properly, or was my symbol not working? I'm not sure. But then I had a heart and I couldn't find the heart anywhere, so I definitely wouldn't have got that one. I'm not sure if you're supposed to get them in order. I don't think you are. I think you get them in any order. But I didn't find the heart anyway, so I wouldn't have won this time. But yeah, that ghost symbol that I was trying to tap on would not change colour. And then just to check to see if it was my wristband that wasn't working, I tapped the skull that was next to it, and the skull went red, as if to say wrong shape. And I was like, well, I know it's the wrong shape, I'm just checking to see if it's working. So that one worked, but that ghost shape didn't work for me at all. So that's annoying. And then the time just ticked down, I couldn't find the heart, and then I got annoyed and walked out. So yeah. Oh, what do I think of Daz Games? I think it's a good game. Is it a scare maze? No. It's not a scare maze to me. It's not frightening, it's not scary. The actors in there are literally just in the way. And I think I said this last year, I'm pretty sure this was my review last year. The scare actors in there are just in the way. And you're just like, so, yeah, I don't know. It's fun. I can appreciate the technology that's gone into it. Should it come back for future scare? No. No, I don't think it should. I think it's had its run. I don't think you can do another year. You watch it come back next year now and I'll have to go, I don't think you can do another year unless it dramatically changes.
So I actually made it out this year and I got my symbols. I was actually first.
You were first out.
I got first place.
You were first
2 minutes,
out.
32 seconds or 36 seconds. Yeah, honestly, first out.
I am stunned.
I have the leaderboard to prove it.
Sorry about the light.
Yeah, sorry about the generator.
Yeah. I am stunned. Did you actually?
Yeah.
I was walking, I hadn't bumped into you for ages and I thought, he's out, isn't he? He's got out. I was walking around going, that
First place.
ghost won't work and I can't find the heart. Yeah, I was good. I'm very competitive, so I got very frustrated.
So it's interesting you say that because I'm also quite competitive. Not as competitive as you, but I am quite competitive. And my symbols were really easy this time, whereas last time they were really hard to the point where when I actually, because we got a bit of a behind the scenes tour of it last year because we came to the Attraction Source event, but when I found out where mine was, it was impossible for me to get, and at that point I felt quite frustrated. They basically said no one ever finds it, so if that's what you've got, then you're just going to spend the whole time looking for it. This time, I spotted my symbols literally as soon as we were in there. As much as I liked the fact that I found them, the fact that I was done that quick, I then felt shortchanged by that, so yeah, I'm not sure.
Can't win you, can you?
No, I'm not sure which of the two experiences is better, spending more time in the maze or getting out. Because it's a game, obviously. The aim is to get out as quickly as you can. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm glad that I got out. I'm glad that I got first place. So yeah, I'm not sure which of the two experiences is better. Not finishing, not getting out on time and failing, or finishing mega early. I get that. I think I totally agree with Rob. It's definitely not a scare maze. I don't think it doesn't feel like a kind of escape game either. I'm not sure what I think to it. I definitely don't think it can come back for another season. So again, I completely agree with him there. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to leave it at that.
Next up then is usually my favourite maze, and it's the attic, and I love this one. So we just hit up the two returning mazes. So the attic and Altonville Mine Tours are both returning mazes from previous years. So we have done them before. They don't seem to change from year to year. And I think this year is no exception. So we went into the attic and I absolutely love the attic. It's been my favourite maze for years. I just love it. I just love the theme of it. I love the fact that you're going into the attic of the towers. You go up there and all of the old like chairs and doll's house, things like that. It's all up there. It's all covered with sheets and that kind of thing. And you have to move sheets out of the way to get through and all that kind of stuff. I absolutely love it. I love the story as well. The story of that one is really, really good. I love where they did the pre-show of that one. All the lights go out, the shutters open. It's cool. It's really good. Yes, there's some animatronics in that one as well, which is really good. So I really, really enjoy that element of it. And again, I did really enjoy it. And I don't know whether I enjoy it because I enjoy the theming and I just enjoy walking around a themed environment and the story, and I really play into the story and I love all of that. And I feel like that's a little bit of my excitement and my enjoyment in it. I absolutely adore all that. So yeah, just walking around it all, it was really, really good. It looks exactly the same as it did last year, and the story is exactly the same as last year. There's no changes from what I can see, but I do really enjoy that maze. I think it's a really good one. Does it scare me anymore? Not really. I did get one or two where someone jumped out and it did get me, but it doesn't really scare me anymore. And I think that's just because as human beings we just naturally get comfortable with our surroundings. So if we've been somewhere multiple times and it's familiar, we get familiarity, we technically, you're not going to get scared anymore because there's no anticipation anymore. You know where things are, you know what you're going to because you've done it. So no, I didn't get scared in there this time, not really. One, maybe two jumps, but that was about it. But that's, like I said, that's just because I've become familiar to the environment. And then straight after there, we went straight to Altonville Mine Tours, Tiny's Revenge. Now this one, again, another good maze, themed really, really well. You can tell that quite a lot has gone into the theming. Because there's just some really good and big props in there. Especially in the queue line. The queue is really well themed, and that's where the story begins there. That's where you start to learn what's going on. And then you go into like the pre-show area, which is like a tent, and there's a really good actor in there that puts on an American accent and really talks you through the story and all that kind of thing. And then I don't know whether I want to tell you what's going on. No, by the time you see this, everyone's like, no. Oh, well, I'll tell you. So something happens in there which makes you go, oh, cool, I wasn't expecting that. And then you get led into the maze and you go through the maze that way. And then you come out at the end. It's really good in there. It's really confined, that one though. That one's got really confined spaces in it. It's really pokey. So if you're claustrophobic, you'll hate that one. But again, that's another one where you walk through and you go, wow, look at all the props, look at all that. There was one where there's like a girl lay on the bed where she looks like she's dead or something. And I actually thought it was a real girl. I was like, probably having a good old look at her. And then I was like, oh no, she's really not. No, she's really not. But yeah, so that was, again, a really well-themed maze. Really well done, but it is a returning maze, so again I have done it multiple times. I think my favourite version of this maze was a few years ago when there was an actual mine shaft in there. There was an actual mine shaft in there. They built like a mine shaft thing in there and they simulated a mine shaft. All the lights went out and then the lights come back on, there's smoke everywhere where it's gone wrong, and the actors are literally in your face like that. It scared the absolute life out of me. I think that was my favourite year of that iteration of that maze. But since it's been Tiny's Revenge, I don't think it's been as good as what it was a few years previous. I think the story previously, I think I had a better run through, I think is what I'm trying to say, than what I had past few years with it being Tiny's Revenge. But yeah, again, that's another returning maze. So again, familiarity, you've been through it before, you know what to expect, I guess. So, but yeah, another two good mazes that I really enjoy doing. Love the theming in them. I think they're great.
So I completely agree with what Rob said there in regard to the Attic and Altonville Mine Tours. For me, they were pretty much exactly the same as the last time we did them. The only difference that I noticed was that I got less scares. I don't know what that was. It could have just been my positioning in the kind of group that we were in, or where the actors were placed and stuff like that. So yeah, I think there's definitely some things that I preferred as well about Altonville Mine Tours before it was Tiny's Revenge. It doesn't really make sense to me anymore because I don't understand how you go into a mine from being on ground level. I'm not sure. But that's one thing that every time I go in, I'm like, how are we now in a mine? I don't know. Anyway, the Attic, again, exactly the same as it was last year. Again, I got a few less. I definitely got more in the Attic than I did in Altonville Mine Tours, but still less than last year. And part of me thinks that that's partly because we have done it before and I now know where to expect them. Like there's a bit where you turn a corner and there's like a lady in mourning, I think, sat at the end of a corridor, and she comes like running towards you. And I was at the front of the group this time, and last time I was also at the front of the group, and that scared the absolute hell out of me. This time I wasn't really bothered. So I kind of feel like that one lost its spark a little bit for me, because I knew where to expect the scares, that's all. But yeah, they're returning mazes, I guess it's to be expected, and I still managed to enjoy them, and yeah, just enjoy the experience really, because some of the theming in there is really good, so yeah, they're good.
You want to burn? Think you want to burn? What? Your technology will burn in his flames.
Will I?
Give yourself to it. Filled body. Oh, you're ready. We come out and drink it. I'll burn you.
I love that.
That was all good.
I think that was really good. And that's all part of your park ticket. That was really good.
That was really good.
You look scared.
Oh, I was just a bit freaked out.
That's really good. I keep saying that's really good. I really like that.
I really like
I
that
think
too.
that's excellent. I think probably one of my favourite parts of like Scarefest this year and last year.
Yeah,
It's good.
I think so too. I think they could make that. They could make something more of that.
Maybe. I think it's quite good as it is.
I think it is too.
Maybe.
I feel like there's potentially more to the story though.
Yeah, there is. And it's, I guess, I don't know what's, I don't know to say it now or not.
Can
No, I
wait
won't.
until we wrap up.
No, I won't, I'll wait. Oh my God, how good was that? That was, oh, I loved that. That was brilliant. That was awesome. Oh, I really enjoyed that. That was so cool, like right near the end there as well. There's like effects in there I've never ever seen used in a house before. There was like simulating tasers. It's like you're going to be experimented on. That was so good. It was all like strobe lighting. You could not make out anything. I couldn't see where I was going. They're constantly like grabbing you and turning you around and pushing you in other directions and go this way. You're like, oh, you can't see anything. Me and Matt obviously got split up. I went one different way and stuff, and I met up with a few characters as I went, and it was just like, I was walking around looking at the theme, and again, I was walking around going, wow, look at that, wow. It was literally, how do I describe it? It was literally like going into like a scientific laboratory where they're doing loads of experiments on different people or different things, and like there was like creatures in there like the Nemesis babies and stuff were in there, and the costumes were so good. One of them jumped out, it was on all fours and jumped out in front of me, and I absolutely jumped out of my skin. It was so good, really, really good. Best maze this year, 100%. Probably the best maze in quite a while, actually. I really enjoyed that maze. I thought it was ever so good. I came out first. Matt came out a few minutes after me. But we both had different experiences because there's different routes you can take. So we both had different experiences, which I think is awesome. So yeah, really enjoyed Compound. Compound, excellent. Really high scores for me for the Compound. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. I don't really think there's much negative I can give for it, so I'm not going to.
Alex Laboratory saying, listen, you must not go nemesis.
I totally agree. That was so good. I had such a fun time in there. It was really interesting. I expected it to kind of be like Subspecies, or I can't remember the one that was at Thorpe Park.
Oh, you mean
Survival Games?
Survival Games, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind
the
of.
start of it was very like Survival Games.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So it was kind of similar in the way that you basically will get split up. You're not even guaranteed to be in the same kind of starting position as the rest of your group. So that was interesting. I ended up going through crawl spaces and everything.
I didn't get any crawl spaces
Look
at
at you.
all. I got this weird, like, I don't even know how to describe it. It looked like breeding tanks. And then like this metal walkway, and I walked across this metal walkway.
Over there.
There was it looked like a pool, and there was like breeding tanks.
Oh, no,
and I was like,
there.
what the hell? This is amazing. And then this actor came up to me, came running towards me down the walkway, and I was like, oh my god. When you got to the end of that walkway, there was like two different directions you could go in, and I was like, oh, which one do I go? So I said to the actor, which way do I go? Help me escape. And he was like, that way. I was like, oh, cool.
You had a full-on chat with them all.
Oh, I just play into it. I just pretend I'm in the story. I pretend I'm a character in the story, and I just enjoy the whole thing. But whatever it was, it all lit
It's
up.
very realistic.
It all lit up, and it was like, oh, it was good. It was so good. I loved it. Loved it.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting. I loved the level of theming in there. That was incredible, and I didn't expect anything less considering the theme of it and the fact that it's a phalanx and everything like that. Some of the special effects in there and some of the costumes were incredible. Really enjoyed it, and I'm really hoping that we get to see that come back again in following years, because I think that's a fantastic maze, and I think it's everything that Scarefest should be. Yeah, I'm going to stick by that. I think it's everything Scarefest should be.
Yeah, I have to say, I think Alton Towers have outdone themselves with that maze. I don't know whether other people would agree with me, but I really enjoyed it. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a really good maze, and I just think they just seem to really put some serious effort into it. And I think it's because they're probably trying to build the IP, so like the Phalanx IP. You want to keep that going. It's a signature IP for the park and for the company, and I just think, yeah, the effort that's gone into that is just amazing. I really want to do it again, but I didn't buy the ticket that lets you do it again, but I really want to do it again. So we're just heading out. What an awesome day we've had. We've really enjoyed ourselves. We really liked it. Love the shows. I think the shows are absolutely awesome. Introducing those new characters as well. Again, the decoration on Tower Street is incredible. Love seeing that. Love seeing Spooky 2 as well. The new hearse, they've literally redone that from scratch by the look of it. So really nice to see that that prop return, because it wasn't here last year. And I was like, oh, it's gone. But no, it was gone because it was being rebuilt, and it's back this year, and it looks really good. So yeah, really enjoyed that as well. All the smoke coming out of it, so good. Got the new characters added to it. So clearly those new characters are not just here for a while, they're here to stay. Otherwise they wouldn't be included in the hearse. So yeah, awesome. Really good time in the mazes, especially the Compound. The Compound was definitely the best maze, I think. Although I do enjoy my Haribo's, Compound tips it. Apparently, I like being shocked with tasers more than I like Haribo. So there you go. I I've learned something about myself. But yeah, really good day today. Really enjoyed the rides, had a couple of night rides on Nemesis and stuff, really enjoyed that. So yeah, it's been a really, really good day. Really enjoyed it. Had loads of fun.
Yeah, I completely agree. Again, everything that you said. I think we had a great time. It was really good to get back. Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye. Oh no,
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 we're
it's
back.
okay, it's okay.
It just got stuck.
There's a
The CD jump.
There's a squirrel gnawing at the wire.
Yeah, it was really good to get back to Scarefest. I love Scarefest. I think it's a fantastic event every year. Really happy to see it come back. And again, the compound was just incredible. I think it was intense, but not too much. Absolutely loved it. It was intense. And I like the fact that it's redoable because you had a completely different experience to what I had. So therefore now I'm like, well, I want to go and do it again and experience what you did.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was really, really well done. Yeah, it's just been really good to be back at the resort at night time as well because we loved it.
Totally agree.
We'll see that again. I have my finger in my ear.
We're sure.
So if you did enjoy this video and you got this far, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, give it a big thumbs up as well. It really, really helps out the channel. To keep up with all of our Disney doings and theme park shenanigans, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell while you're there. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.